I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. 8 people were sent to hospitals early this morning following a crash involving a Trailways bus and a tractor-trailer rig in the southbound lanes of the Thruway near Sloatsburg. It happened at around 5:40 a.m. when the Trailways bus that originated in Kingston rear-ended the rig near the Thruway's Ramapo service area. The driver of the bus is reportedly an Orange County resident. He and 7 bus passengers were taken to Nyack and Good Samaritan hospitals in Rockland County with injuries that did not appear to be life-threatening. The truck driver from Quebec told police he had slowed down to avoid a slow-moving car that was merging out of the service area. The crash backed up rush hour traffic for hours on the Thruway and on Route 17. In Orange County, a collision involving a pickup truck and a bicycle last night claimed the life of a young man from Warwick. State police say 18-year-old Samuel Presser was pronounced dead after being taken to Orange Regional Medical Center. Investigators say Presser's bicycle was struck by the pickup with a trailer in tow at around 9:30 last night as the pickup was turning left off County Route 1 onto Lower Road in the town of Minisink. Troopers at the scene said Presser was wearing dark clothing and had not been seen by the driver of the pickup, a Westtown man, who was not facing any charges. A trooper at the scene said Presser had been in the middle of a bicycle ride from Port Jervis to Warwick. Democrats in the Orange County Legislature are today pitching a plan that would allow the county-run Valley View Nursing Home to continue operations through the end of 2012 through cost savings and budget changes. Their so-called turnaround plan calls for those revisions as well as the removal of the facility's current management team. Orange County Executive Ed Diana's budget calls for a defunding of Valley View beginning next July. Democrats say that's not enough time for the county to sell the home to a private operator and would then force Valley View to close.
The 7 Democratic legislators are not just standing by while there's a closure plan. We're fighting back. We're doing all that we can to come up with specific financial proposals. We feel if we can fund Valley View for the year, like it has for the past 100 years or plus, then we have a decent opportunity to continue the delivery of service.
The head of the CSEA union that represents 425 nursing home workers says his membership would take the needed steps to keep a county-owned Valley View open.
We want to reduce the cost of taxpayer contributions, and with that we're willing as a union to look at what we have to do with our salaries, our benefits, and everything else. Everything is on the table right now. We're willing to tighten our belts.
Democrats were spelling out their plan at today's meeting of the Orange County Legislature's Health and Mental Health Committee. Members are expected to cast a vote to either defund Valley View or support another alternative. Elsewhere, the State Board of Regents was voting today on whether to prohibit teachers from grading their own students' Regents exams. That's something state education officials believe has led to past incidents of cheating on standardized tests. The change would go into effect in the 2012-2013 school year. The Regents will be looking for feedback from school districts on how to implement the change. Education panel will also look for $1 million in state funding to analyze 10% of standardized tests this spring for possible cheating. The future of the 89-year-old Port Jervis Middle School building will be a topic of conversation tonight. Members of the school board and the public will be briefed on cost options for either repairing or possibly replacing the school building that has been plagued by a leaky roof and inadequate classroom facilities. The school currently serves about 500 7th and 8th graders. Representatives from the architectural firm Highland Associates will spell out the options and the costs. And let there be light on Broadway. The ongoing renovation and beautification project on Monticello's Broadway continued today when the installation of lamp posts along the village's main thoroughfare. Volunteers with the organization Sullivan Renaissance, along with students from Delaware Valley Job Corps, were lending a hand today. The project is part of the $15 million makeover of Monticello's Broadway corridor. $87,000 from a federal grant had been earmarked for installation of 64 energy-efficient street lamps. Well, batten down the hatches. Another day of heavy rain is headed our way. The rain will be heavy at times tomorrow, with temperatures not expected to rise much higher than 60 degrees. Thursday will be a better weather day with a mix of sun and clouds, with the highs in the upper 50s. By reading tomorrow's Times-Herald Record, you'll get a complete look at all the day's events, and keep clicking back here at Record Online to stay on top of breaking news. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.